Like a regular chicken head.
Get out of my room. Jovic is on the verge of his Real Madrid move. Loftus-Cheek suffers an injury blow. Gareth Southgate faced a massive test. We've got a roundup of all the day's transfer rumours, and of course, we have today's Friday feels. That and more coming up in the next few minutes as I'm your host, Matt Froelich. You are the One Footballers, and this is the Daily News. But very quickly, before we start, for the last time this season, a quick reminder of the latest release on the Onefootball app. Together with 11 Sports, our customers in the UK and Ireland can now watch the La Liga Conference for the final day of the La Liga season. All you have to do, without any subscription required, is just go to any of the matchday pages, click buy now, and you'll be charged through the iTunes Store or the Play Store, and you can watch the conference, which will cover every single game in La Liga this weekend. The best thing about it all is that it's just 99p. So with that said and done, let's get straight back into the daily news. So first up, it's some pretty big transfer news involving Jovic. Much has been said about him departing Frankfurt this summer, and it looked like Barcelona were in pole position to sign the striker. However, it's now been revealed, and many sources from around Europe are saying that he's going to be moving to Real Madrid within the next few days. This for a fee of around 60 million euros. Now, the 21-year-old's been an absolute fire this season, so it's no wonder clubs are willing to pay so much. He scored 27 goals in all competitions. However, more importantly, this is a massive deal for Frankfurt as they've made a fair bit of money. Basically, there was a clause in the loan deal as Frankfurt signed him from Benfica that they could buy him at any point during the loan for around 8 million euros. They've done this, and now they're shipping him off for 60 to make a nice 52 million euro profit. However, things aren't all bad for Benfica as they did have a release clause in there, meaning that when they sell him on, they're going to get 20% of the deal, which should be around 12 million euros. This, alongside the potential new signing of Eden Hazard and maybe even Paul Pogba, means that Real Madrid are looking to be serious movers in the transfer market, and we could see a completely new side under Zinedine Zidane by the start of next season. But what does this mean for Karim Benzema? You guys let me know. Would you have Jovic or Benzema starting? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. But next up and away from the transfer news into some slightly bad news for Chelsea fans, and especially for Loftus-Cheek, who has ruptured his Achilles, meaning that it could be out for up to 6 months. This is a pretty disappointing end to the season for him, which personally has seen him break through and into the first team squad more and more. In fact, in his last 15 games in all competitions, he's been directly involved in 9 goals, which is pretty good form for the England youngster. As for the upcoming few months, well, he's missing out on the Europa League final against Arsenal, and he's also missing out on being in the UEFA Nations League squad, something that Gareth Southgate said he would definitely have been in had he not picked up this injury. It also means that he'll be missing pre-season, missing the start of next season, and realistically, once he gets himself fit, we may not see him back in the first team until next January. The thing is, it could be even worse for Chelsea, as if the transfer ban sticks, well, they can't even sign a replacement. But talking of England and Gareth Southgate's men, he has said that he will face one of the toughest tasks of his managerial career, as he has to deal with the fact that Liverpool and Spurs players are playing against each other in the Champions League final just 5 days before the UEFA Nations League semi-final against the Netherlands. This is because that basically they're going to hate each other just a few days before. Southgate mentioned that last year, once the Liverpool players like Henderson and Trent Alexander-Arnold had joined the World Cup squad, well, they're a bit down, and rightly so. They just lost 3-1 in the Champions League final to Real Madrid. So this time, either all 6 Spurs players or all 3 Liverpool players are going to come back to the squad pretty upset. They'll obviously have to pick their spirits up and join forces again as they take on the Netherlands, as I mentioned. This could possibly be even worse for the fact that Harry Kane is the captain. It's not that he's the wrong choice, it's just that if he lifts the trophy, Liverpool players will be annoyed, and if Liverpool win, well, the captain's going to be pretty salty for just a few days. Alongside this, though, I will say that Southgate did make one error for me in the squad selection. He's picked Fabian Delph, the Manchester City player who hasn't actually played since their first leg defeat to Spurs in the quarterfinals of the Champions League, the game where he actually injured Harry Kane. So he's been picked to the squad, but someone like James Maddison, who's had an incredible first season for Leicester, hasn't been picked. Surely England could be doing that creative spark rather than just someone like Delph, who's pretty much there to fill up the numbers and definitely won't be taking a starting spot. But next up, a roundup of the day's transfer rumours. So Manchester United are interested in a new striker, and it could either be Lyon's Moussa Dembele or Bayern Munich's Robert Lewandowski. Manchester City are also reportedly be willing to pay the release clause to bring Antoine Griezmann to the club. Everton have told PSG they'll need to pay £65 million if they want to take Richarlison off of their hands. And lastly but not least, Arsenal midfielder Mohamed Elneny could be on his way to French side Bordeaux. So lastly but not least, because it's Friday's Daily News, we come to the Friday Feels. This is where you guys let me know all of your footballing predictions down in the comment section below. It could be about absolutely anything. A manager, a player, a result, a top goal scorer, the finishing of the Bundesliga and La Liga. You guys let me know your thoughts. As for me, I'm going for Bayern Munich to beat Frankfurt at home and seal the Bundesliga title, Getafe to win their game and overtake Valencia in fourth to seal Champions League football, the most unlikely of finishes for them. And lastly, Manchester City to complete the domestic treble by beating Watford in the FA Cup final. Of course, you guys let me know your Friday feels down below and all of your thoughts on the rest of the day's daily news. Whilst you're down there, you can also smash the like button and click here or here to check out all of the other videos we've got going on OneFootball. But until next time, I will see you guys later.